Okay, so here's a man who doesn't need an introduction, but just in case, if you've been living on the moon for the last 30 years, it's Niall Mackenzie. Absolute GP legend, father of the BSB paddock. But we're here to talk about this little beauty. So you're going to be out the front, I reckon, in the Bennett-sponsored RD Pro-Am series that we can watch at the Silverstone MotoGP weekend.
Well, in racing, I've been around long enough to take nothing for granted. So, I mean, I'll be 54 years old when we line up on the grid at the Grand Prix. There's a few riders in it that I know that I definitely should be in front of, but we've got ringers like Jeremy McWilliams, who is still super fast and winning at a good level in all kinds of series. So I need to see how I can deal with him on the day.
And you'll have your head down then?
I'll be trying. I mean, for me, power to weight's going to be important, so I just need to starve myself for a few months as well. McWilliams is all skin and bones, so he's going to be in a similar place to me. There's lots of other riders, but McWilliams is definitely going to be hard work.
So let's go back to when McWilliams wasn't in it, when the Pro-Am was the Pro-Am in the early 80s, like 83, I think you were saying. And it was essentially like the R6 Cup. So Yamaha just paid for a fleet of bikes, half the field professional racers, and the other half lunatics like yourself, kind of amateur racers at the time, getting stuck in with guys and possibly winning some good prize money.
It was unreal. I started racing on a 350 LC, and Yamaha, obviously the bike was fairly new in the market then. Yamaha decided they were going to have a one-make series. Different to R6 Cup, as it was free for all the riders. It was by invitation only, but it was free racing. Bikes were free to ride, crash as much as you want, amazing prize money. The races were on World of Sport and ITV with people like Barry Sheen commentating. So it was a dream come true. It was an amazing short window, but as a sort of 20-year-old, all you want to do is go and race your mates. And well, you didn't want to die, you also didn't care. It was just elbow banging. Back then I did think I could win every race, and I won some. I fell in others and didn't win others, but it was amazing.
And how did you feel when you realised that you should keep up with the likes of Rob Mack and Roger Burnett and some of the professional racers? How did you feel in the van on the way home, knowing you had to beat some of them guys?
Before I even started the series, I kind of thought I'd have a decent chance, because I was racing in club racing with one of these as well, so it was the same bike essentially. Whereas the pros in it were riding proper race bikes, 250s,
so they were coming
in 500s. So for them, it was probably more difficult. Some of them had never raced proddy bikes, and so it wasn't really their thing. But they had to do it because the money was good, the PR was really good, and it was a real high-profile series. So they were invited. So they took part. Steve Parrish was another rider that was in it. So for me, it was I was a little bit smug knowing that I didn't give a shit really. I could ride the bike. I was fast on LCs, so I was always confident that I could give them a run even before we got going.
And by proddy bike, you mean bone stock, out the box, stickers on?
Yeah, proddy bikes I guess now are like stock classes, but back then proddy bikes were wired sump plug and some tape on the lights and a number stuck on it somewhere, and away you went. Quite cheesy, but a lot of riders did ride the bikes to races, race them, and then race home. I did that at Knockhill with my 350 LC. So.
Well, you ride it home?
Yeah, so you ride there, hopefully don't break any legs or anything, and then you take a number plate off, tape the lights up, and away you go.
And how did you get on in that race that you rode home from?
I won at Knockhill. I've ridden to Knockhill, 40 miles from my house, raced, won.
Prize money,
home. Back home, cash, home.
And it's widely regarded, and lots of people know that this was the springboard for your GP career. Essentially, it was the perfect shop window for you. Yeah,
there's no question, because the riders you were riding against, even though they might have been at a disadvantage, that you could put one over them. Everyone in the paddock went to watch the race. They'd stand in the pit wall and watch the race because it was spectacular. So if you could come out on top and then do that on a regular basis, then you got noticed. And I was given an opportunity by Armstrong Motorcycles, who they bought CCM at the time. They signed me up pretty much off the back of this series, and then I went on from there.
And the rest is history, as they say. So you're going to go out and have a ride round. There's a chance that I'll maybe get a chance to wobble about. but thanks to the wonder of the internet, you can click the box down there and watch Neil dishing it out in one of the old Pro-Am races. So yeah, if you get a chance to get along to Silverstone, cheer Neil and the boys along. Maybe follow Neil on Twitter. I'm sure you'll tweet those pictures you were showing me of back in the day. Cool old black and whites of the original race bikes. And yeah, look forward to seeing Neil MotoGP weekend at Silverstone. Come and have some fun.